For both guys, I mean, just just whatever 9 days, 8 days, whatever. I mean, you get to play in a ballpark with 100,000 or 90,000, whatever it's. It's 75. Would it be full? I mean, so just you get through this grind, and are you kind of in countdown mode now to the reason you want to do this in the first place?
Yeah, we're in countdown mode. I think it's very exciting to be able to go out there and show all that we've been working for in the off season. So we're definitely in countdown mode and excited to get to play.
Yeah, agreeing with Corey. Everybody gets more anxious as soon as first game comes. So, getting closer and closer. We see the countdown. We have our media guys posting pictures of how many days is left every day. So, that never leaves our thoughts at all.
When you play in a stadium like that in front of that many people, isn't it just as cool for you as it is for the other team? You know what I mean? I mean, wasn't playing at Texas a cool experience for y'all?
Yeah, we love the platform. I think it's really awesome. But when those whistles blow, all that goes out the window, and you're just there to play the game that you've been playing since you were a little kid. So,
I think it's even more exciting that we get to open up our season somewhere else at a bigger stadium, and I feel like our guys put a nice chip on our shoulder when we go into away games, and for the most part, I feel like we're going to do everything we can, and we're going to bring the best that we are.
I'm going to ask Corey about the run game right quick. I mean, just at what level do you guys feel responsible for making everything work offensively? You know what I mean? How essential is it for you and the other running backs to be pretty consistently productive?
Yeah, we understand that the run game is a vital part of the offense, so we definitely carry that burden with pride, understanding that, if we're not out there being as productive as we can, then we're not going to be able to be the team that we are. So we take pride in it, and we're just looking to go make plays each and every single opportunity we're given.
I mean, Corey, you want to rush for 350 a game and 8 yards a pop, but I mean, reasonable numbers that you would put on a board in regard to the run game per game. 200 yards, is that fair? Five per carry, you think that's fair?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think if you look at the stats from last year, we're pretty close to that. We were pretty close to that. I believe over this offseason we've definitely developed and really just worked on our craft a ton. So, and with the offensive line that we have, those are great guys that we have blocking for us up front. So I think, 100 apiece a game at least, and 5 a carry is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, Trevis, a lot of the talk going in this game obviously is on Michigan State defensive side of the ball, how physical they are, how talented they are. How much of it for you guys is it the chance for you guys to show just how physical, how tough, and how good you guys are on that side of the ball as well?
Understanding that their defensive line is really good, and I'm just speaking from a defensive line standpoint because that's a position that I play. We're gonna have to compete with them. They get a turnover, we're gonna have to get a turnover. They stop our offense on third down, we're gonna have to stop their offense on third down, and even more. It's gonna be a competition between the defense as well as the offense. And we know our offense is gonna bring their A game just as well as the defense, and we know that both sides of their ball on their team is going to bring their A game because, as we said, it's the first game of the season. So everybody's going to come out prepared, and I feel like it's going to be a shootout.
And, Corey, kind of in the same light, everybody talks about how physical the Michigan State defense is. How much of the game plan is bringing your own physicality into the game, and how much more is it more just focused on what we do best type thing?
Yeah, we're definitely focused on, just keeping our identity and who we are and just playing fast and playing hard. We feel like playing fast is the equalizer. That's something that our running back coach always says. So we're just going to go out there and try to make as many plays as we can, just knowing that we have to be playmakers on our side of the ball.
Corey, the offensive line obviously going through some changes with all the couple of guys in the NFL right now off of last year's team. So there's some changes, but guys that have some experience. What are you seeing in the offensive line that gives you, some hope that you'll be able to run the ball not only against Michigan State but all year?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of determination and willingness to grow and to learn. We've seen some guys step up in leadership roles. Chris Ivey has done a great job, getting those guys corralled and just teaching them as much as he knows. And then also with Coach Blush, he's been doing a great job. So we see a lot of determination to go out there and just be the enforcer and to really set the tone.
Any other questions?
If you fellas wouldn't mind, give me a dude that opened your eyes in camp the last 3 weeks. Your position or another that you've noticed.
I think a guy that's opened my eyes during camp, and really not just in camp and spring ball. Two of our upcoming running backs, Chris Lovick and TK Wilkerson, they've been doing a great job, and we're excited to be able to get them some reps this year and just see what they can do out on the field.
For the defensive side, I'd like to say Ollie Green. He's exposed this stuff a lot more to our defense, showing what all he can bring to the table and the strengths and weaknesses, of course. But he brings a lot of energy and a lot of physicality to the game of football, and I feel like that'll help us tremendously.
Sure. I'm sorry, Gary.
No, real quick, Corey, quick follow-up. Are either of those two backs ready to play college ball right now, or are they still growing into this level?
Well, I think at any position there's always, room for improvement and growth. But I think considering where I was my freshman year when I played my first snaps, they're pretty advanced. So we're excited to be able to get them out there and play and see what they can do. I mean, if you put the ball in their hands, they're able to make plays.
Trevis, you play a position where if you make a play, chances are could be a game-changing play. Do you go up to Michigan State and you make a big play, it could be a strip, could be take it the other way. You never know. But do you kind of expect to make that kind of a play, or is it a goal for you to make that kind of impact play every week?
I like to say it is a goal every week. Defensive side of the ball, if I can get another opportunity for Corey or my offensive or our offense to score the ball, then that's definitely something that I would like to do. But, going against those the big schools, I would like to say, I always want to make a big play. I want to show what I'm made of. Just how Corey wants to score as many touchdowns as he can and show what he's made of, We grind our hearts out all summer as we have the past 3 years, and we're just ready to show everything that we're made of.
When you begin to round the corner and you know you're going to get a chance, are you thinking as much turnover or takeaway as you are just, getting him on the ground?
I'd like to think turnover first. Turnovers are momentum-changing plays. Like I said, we get our offense another opportunity to score. That's a higher chance of us winning the game. So, when I've been in the corner, I do get excited. I have to slow down a little bit because I don't want to overrun the quarterback. And everybody thinks to try to get the kill shot, of course, on the quarterback, but you can't necessarily take those. I don't know. That's why I keep looking at Corey like, nah. But
Fellas, I asked your head coach this, but you don't really get this kind of opportunity very often. If you're lucky, at a place like Tulsa, you get it once every 4 years, and now you get to go up there and do something that will really lift this program, especially after what you've been through for the past couple of years. What does that mean to you?
I think we're grateful for any opportunity that we get to go out and play the game that we all love and that we're all here to play. We're really excited, and this game is just going to be another opportunity for us to showcase everything that we've been working forward and working towards. So we'll be able to see that August 30th.
Same.
It seems like, hey, what's wrong with you?
Yes, sir.
What are you laughing at? What are you, crazy?
I had to play it safe, man.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Oh, no, I just said I agree with Corey Taylor.
Around town, I think a lot of people, I do radio with guys, and kind of the line seems to be that if Tulsa can win 6 games, hell of a season, right? Do y'all just hear that and think, bull, 6 hell? I mean, we're trying to win 8, 9, 10 games around here. So, I mean, while people are optimistic that you'll have a better season, are you kind of thinking that 6 is garbage and y'all more in line with 8 or 9?
Yeah, I mean, 6 is definitely one of our goals, but that's not, our top goal. The first goal is win the first game, and then after that, then it's 6, and then it's continue to play for a conference championship, and then see what happens after that. But yeah, 6 is just a goal. We're excited to be able to go out this year and give people something to believe in. I mean, obviously in the past we haven't done or met the standards that we want and kept to this legacy of Tulsa football, but we definitely plan on getting back on track this year.
How do you guys not let this game be bigger than what it is because of the stage you're playing on, the tradition that Michigan State has? How do you just stay level-headed going into this and not make it bigger for you guys?
You know, going into this game, we're understanding that it's just another game on our schedule. Of course, it being the first game, you know, we're a lot more excited, but, you know, we're, like I said earlier, we're going to have to bring our A game, which we will, and, you know, it's going to be really fun and exciting.
Yeah, I think it's a understanding amongst football players, and I'm sure the players on that team understand when you get on the field and it's time to play. Then, like I said, it's really just the game that you've played your whole life. So you're going out there worried about beating the guy next to you, and not really worried about the stage as much in the platform.
Any other questions for players? We good?